When we study for a test, we make flashcards, we read through some of our notes, and we sometimes read through a textbook. Then it's testing. You get a decent score. Awesome job. Now, what if you had to take the test in, let's say, 2 weeks or a few months? You think you get a lower score? You probably will. The thing is, you study to remember it for a short period of time, and as soon as you take the test, you let it run straight out your brain. Having to retain information can be really hard, especially when you have multiple classes, as we all can relate to as we are in college. The way we can thrive and are able to remember the information we are given for a longer period of time is by active learning. That is what we will be talking about today, the way that active learning has significant impact on learning and comprehending. The definition of active learning by Savannah Arge in Changing the Way Teachers Teach/Learn. Active learning is a method of learning that engages students in activities to learn about materials given to them instead of simply sitting in a classroom and listening to teachers. Active learning involves activities where students can be active and are able to think about what they're doing. There are students that learn well with lectures, but not all do. Lectures place a connection between facts. Having to listen to lectures and comprehend, synthesize, and organize, as well as react to all the work that they're given, is very hard. Even though lectures do allow students to learn mindfulness, attention building, and is a mental workout, in doing activity-based learning, students need to do all the above, as well as having to work with other students. They also develop problem-solving skills beyond their development that they have now. With the support of their instructor and peers, as we do in this class, we get a project, we use what we've been taught, and we can work together in groups, and we get feedback from our professor, and as we do it, we learn from what we're doing. The thought of active-based learning goes back all the way to 1869, when the professor of Harvard University, Charles Eliot, stated, "The lecture pumps laboriously into sieves, but it runs through. A mind must work to grow." In 2014, a study was done by Eric Mazzou, a Harvard physicist, showed the test scores for math and science courses improved after the professor replaced lecture time with active learning methods, such as group work. The benefits of active learning is also shown as research done by Vanderbilt University. They took 225 students, so that's like a little more than half of Heston, and they split them into different categories, with some classes that did only lectures and other classes that also had active-based learning. In that, they compared failure rates and student scores and exams, concept innovations, as well as their assignments, and they found out that students were 1.5 times more likely to fail classes and courses without active learning. And this is a graph showing probability of failure. With active learning is less in traditional lectures. From the research that has been done, active learning is understanding the material that they have learned. I personally learned this in college writing in one of my courses. My teacher was teaching us about colons and semicolons, and I have a very hard time with grammar and writing and all that. And as she was teaching, I was just very confused, and she put us in groups, and then we were able to work together, and I was able to practice more personally and do it myself, and that it helped me a lot. Having active-based learning, according to Purdue University, generates a higher end course final grade and fewer students who withdraw from classes or end with D's and F's. Because of this reason, Purdue OWLS is helping teachers get more active-based learning in their classrooms, teaching them the best methods to use, working with others, making presentations, being in discussions, asking questions. In conclusion, learning with lectures can give you basic skills that students are able to use. However, being able to do activities with the topic that you were given benefits the college students much more.